I'm making this video as a short-term prediction video, but personally, I am a long-term investor messing around with call and put options right now in the market just to make some extra income. So I am a long-term investor, I'm not a trader or a options trader or anything like that. So just letting you guys know that I'm long-term trades are for the long term. I buy companies for 5 to 10 plus years. I haven't really sold anything, so just letting you guys know before I start off. How's it going, investors and traders? It's Jose back with another video, and today I'm gonna do a little short video on what I personally think the stock market would be doing in the next couple of weeks. This is gonna be like a little short-term prediction. I am pretty new in the market. I've only been in the market for 3 or 4 years, so this is kind of like the first crash per se that I've experienced. I mean, in the past 4 or 5 years, there's been little minor corrections, but this is kind of like the most major crash that I've participated in. And what I'm seeing here, and right now we're on TradingView, and let's go into the 1 year. As you see here, I made some trend lines, major trend lines that I've seen that hit that the market bounced on and broken resistance and support lines. And what I've seen here recently, from the highest point right here, about, as you see, the highest point around 3,300, 3,400 in the S&P, that it has not broken this trend line right here. And right now we're on a major point. So on Monday, if it doesn't break this line, I suspect it to retest this right here in the next week. And if it doesn't break this line, I can see the S&P going down. So if it doesn't break on Monday or Tuesday and it trends downwards, I might be buying some puts for the next week or two, because that's how the trend's going. But once the market does break this trend line, wherever it might be, if it breaks it right here at this support line, if it breaks it right here, we could see another trend upwards. I see two scenarios. Okay, if it doesn't break this line, I can see in the short term, probably by the end of May or the end of April, we can see it hit this low. That's because one reason why I'm seeing that it can drop this fast is because, as you see here, the market's been dropping very quickly. It's not like a slow, steady drop. It's a flash crash. It's like it's going straight down quickly. So that's one reason why I believe that if it doesn't break this line, it will continue to trade below this line, meaning that it could be even hit lows of this. But once this, if it does break this line right here, then I believe that would be a good time to probably buy some call options. This is what I'm going to do, what I personally would do, and I'm not telling you guys what to do because, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. But if it breaks this line, we could see it retest the 25-2600 range right here, like it did the past few weeks, or even break it and go upwards. But I believe that this most likely will go straight down if it doesn't break this line. If it breaks this line, it will go up to here, retest this line. But I believe in the short term, it will go down quickly because major sales will keep on getting more and more sales, and it will drive the markets back down to maybe new lows. So if it doesn't break this line on Monday, I'll buy some puts, short-term puts. If it breaks this line, then I'm buying some calls. That's my play. That's what I'm personally would be doing. It just depends on how the markets react in the next few days. I wouldn't be surprised because, of course, if you've been seeing the press releases, Donald Trump and his advisors and everything, they're saying that these next few weeks is going to be one of the roughest weeks in United States history. We might be seeing upwards of 100,000 to 200,000 deaths in the next few weeks, and that may cause some markets to crash even further than they have, and we might see lower lows, which means if you buy put options, then you're going to be making a ton of money. But if the market already priced that in, that's why we've seen such a huge dip in the past months, then we might just see it go upwards and then it retest these levels right here. But personally, I believe it's going to continue to go down, and then once it breaks this, it'll retest these levels, and then it'll trade around here until it breaks this one, and then it would have to hit probably 1900s. Let's look at the five year, yeah, 2000s, and then if it hits even lower lows, it'll probably go up to 1900s, 1850s. But we're gonna have to see. I believe that this is gonna take a lot longer than most people expect. I believe that this downtrend will continue even in the longer term. Short term, I believe it might hit this if it doesn't break this trend line. Longer term, short term, if it doesn't break this, it will go down here. If it does break this, I believe it will go up here in the short term and then slowly trend back down, because this will take a long time. Vaccines won't come out for, I'm guessing, not even by the end of this year. There won't be no vaccines, meaning there will be continued deaths, which is really bad. And if because of course Donald Trump wants the economy to come back up, but it's probably most businesses will still not be running at 100% capacity, maybe not even 80 or 75% capacity, which is a 25% dip. I believe they'll still trend around these levels. If it goes down here, I'll stay around here probably for the foreseeable future. That's my perspective on my position. All depends on what happens on Monday and Tuesday. If it doesn't break that line, I'll be buying some puts, just 1 or 2 puts, cash in some money in the short term. I'm not a trader. I'm just experimenting right now. I'm trying to learn. I'm not really good with options, but I am getting my feet wet. I've out of the few options that I've made, option trades that I made, I've been successful so far. So that's just my perspective. Let me know down in the comments what you believe will happen in the short term. In the short term, like I said, I believe if it doesn't break this line, it will continue to go down here until the end of this month. But if it does break this, I believe we'll go to 2700 and test this, and I don't think it will break it. I believe it will trend down after it tests this resistance line. So, but anyways, that's the end of the video. I just wanted to make a quick short video. Drop a like, subscribe, turn post notifications on, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another update and see what happens with the market. See if my predictions come true or not. Make sure you do your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor, and peace.